It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs under the lights on Thursday night.
It's one of the loudest venues in the National Football League. We're inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, home of the Chiefs. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Or should I say Dean Olson, because tight end you doesn't happen without you. And we've got a great matchup here. We've got two of the best at your position in the current game right now.
And Mike, when I came into the league, almost 20 years ago, there was a handful of really elite tight ends. But doesn't it just seem, especially over these last couple years, every single team, at least the ones that make their mark and find themselves in the playoffs competing for Super Bowls, have a legitimate at the tight end position. It almost feels like if you don't have a tight end, your offense is missing a key piece. I know I'm biased, but at tight end man, we make no mistake about it. We think we are the most important position in football, and you're not going to convince me otherwise.
And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Chiefs come out with the face of the NFL, Patrick Mahomes, two-time regular season MVP, three-time Super Bowl MVP, just in his 8th year, best in the business at the helm for KC. Greg?
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
Mahomes now to throw on second down. That's caught. Travis Kelce. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Right back to Kelce again.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Motion man is Rice. On second down, Mahomes. That's taken in by Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
Nice pickup here to the back, and what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets. It puts so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. Open man right side is Kelce. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What a start to this game throwing the ball. I don't think the ball's hit the ground yet, Mike. He's 4 for 4. And now he's got his offense set up here early with 1st and goal.
And he will take it in himself. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, KC. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's 1st possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
The kicker. Defense.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The Ravens led out by the reigning MVP of the National Football League, Lamar Jackson, already season 7. Greg, he's won a couple of MVPs, and he's as talented as we see in the league.
Is there a more exciting guy in the NFL to watch play quarterback than this guy, Mike? I mean, one of the most dynamic athletes to ever play the position. And what's truly unique about him is his ability to beat you both as a runner and equally as a passer. And that's really where his game has developed. Defensive coordinators, they don't sleep very much when they know they're facing this guy and all the problems that he presents.
Don't get that often during the season. First play of the drive picks up 29 yards.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Every offensive coordinator has drive starters, meaning it's a completion, it's a run play that we feel great about, it's a screen. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Jackson now to throw on first down. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Mike, I can't tell you how many corner routes I caught throughout my career, and there's really an art to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step. That's your cut where you set your angle, and then once that ball's out, go chase it down, and in this case, he's able to pick up the first down.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. In motion comes Andrews. Jackson now on 2nd down. To the goal line and in. Deontay Hardy. Touchdown, Baltimore.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Now Justin Tucker for the point after. It's up and good. And the Ravens come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This will be returned from the... Now, on the return, he has lost the football. The Chiefs offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10.
Yellow.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Roquan Smith there to bring him down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Yellow.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Going to get that complete. This is Sky Moore. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
They put Kelce in motion. Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He'll try to run for it.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
On fourth down, on is the Chiefs' new punter for 2024, Matt Araiza. Deep for the Ravens, it's Deontay Hardy. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Ravens offense about ready to get going on their second possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. Aguilar goes off in motion. On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the option, they give it to Henry. And he'll work this past the 25 to the 26-yard line. George Karlaftis there to make the play. Here's a third down and 4. It's the tight end Likely in motion. 3rd and short, Jackson. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
A first down throw for Jackson. Going up top and looking for Flowers.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They're going to continue to be aggressive, especially through the air, and if they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
And that is incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
So the drive ends, and on comes Jordan Stout to kick it away. Back deep for KC, Xavier Worthy. Now fair catch, he'll take it at about the 24-yard line. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They put Kelce in motion. A throw right side is intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
No motion over Flowers. On play action, here's Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. We'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll run the draw, and here's Henry. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. through one in this rematch of the AFC title game. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. It's the tight end likely in motion. On third down, Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. When I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's first and goal.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the first down, sets up first and goal.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. Henry tries to pull his way in, and he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Derrick Henry, touchdown Ravens. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score, and Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. The dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chiefs offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Open man downfield, it's Rice. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. On first down, it's Mahomes. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Sky Moore. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Butker's extra point is good, and the Chiefs will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece to score as this one's away. Hardy now with the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
First down run here by Henry, and he signed with the Ravens this offseason. When you think back to that run he had with the Titans, Mike, over the last 6 seasons, over 8,200 yards, 80 touchdowns. I mean, one of the most productive backs we've seen in a long time. Now it's kind of scary to think he gets to join Lamar Jackson in this Baltimore backfield. They hope the two of them can be that combo to finally get this Baltimore team over the hump.
Second down, Jackson. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. George Karlaftis, the former Boilermaker, in there for the sack.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. He gets that to the veteran, Aguilar. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. And how about that? 3rd and a mile. And they convert and pick up a first down. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Aguilar goes off in motion. Here's Jackson. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's Henry. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Chris Jones, the All-Pro, there on the tackle. 2nd down and 8. Throwing Jackson. Now he takes off. And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. That one is going to hurt the defense. He's looking to throw, can't find anyone, takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for an exciting touchdown run.
And these are the plays, Mike, that just drive defensive coordinators crazy. You have all of his targets covered up, nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he gets out of the pocket, takes it all the way with his legs. He's just as dangerous with those feet as he is with his arm.
Makes the score, Ravens 21, Chiefs 14.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Hardman now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Chiefs offense ready to get back to work. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. And they'll begin 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. A quick slant that is caught by Kelce. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Over the middle, that's Kelce. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10.
Fire down these two.
Here's Mahomes. A throw on the move is caught. 1st and 10. Man in motion is Brown. A short throw taken in by Kelce. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes.
This one intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. Still going. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. We saw it earlier. The defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick 6.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it a second interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick 6.
Ravens 28, Chiefs 14. Justin Tucker, the kickoff for Baltimore.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Hardman now to return it. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. To throw is Mahomes. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mark.
And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
Well, I think by now, Mike, we know where the biggest mismatch of this game has been. This defense is all over this passing game. Everywhere they look, they have defenders in the right spot. They've resulted now in 3 interceptions, all while forcing this offense to try to adjust their game plan on the fly.
The Ravens offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a 1st down. Jackson now from the 50. Aguilar able to make the catch. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll motion over Flowers. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots. So on a day where he's completed, give or take, half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. Hardman now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports Halftime Report. It was Derrick Henry, as he normally does, making his impact felt in that first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Ravens offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. A give right up the middle to Henry. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. He'll go again here with Henry. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a 1st down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
On 1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Brian Cook up from his safety spot to make the tackle. 2nd and 7. They'll motion over Flowers. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. He's going to tuck it and go.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. A gain of 21 on that pass play. 1st down, Baltimore.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run. It's Henry. And he shows off a little footwork, winding his way for 8. Here's 2nd and 2. It's the tight end Likely in motion. They're going to go right back to Henry.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hacks to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
He'll try and get there on the ground. What a great gainer that is. He runs it down to the 5.
I can tell you from firsthand, Mike, seeing it unfold, runs like this demoralize any defense. I mean, he's been doing it pretty much since the beginning of the game, and they have yet to find an answer for keeping him under wraps. He has run wild from that quarterback position.
And he's going the wrong way, dropped back at the 7.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Now Mitchell. And some space opening up as he works it down to the 2. Third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Ravens add on to their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Hardman now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And the turnovers have really been the story here. Take you back through the high, or actually the lowlights in this one. Not a lot of positives when you have a 3-interception game under pressure all game long. The secondary feasting on his passes.
Yellow.
On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And he'll get this only up to about the 33-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
Yellow.
Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3.
Yellow.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. It's a gain of 19 in the air, and the Chiefs have a 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. The future Hall of Famers connect. Mahomes to Kelce one more time for a Chiefs 1st down. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. Big strides, look at him go. And he will score. Noah Gray, touchdown Chiefs. And Butker on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Chiefs are able to edge a bit closer.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. From the back line of the end zone, a surprise, he's bringing it out. Good coverage by the kicking team. He's out of bounds, shy of the 20. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. Start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. And they will finally get him out of bounds, but not until he's near the 45-yard line. Don't get that often during the season. First play of the drive picks up 29 yards. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. On the ground, here's Henry. Still on the move. The speed on display. He's in. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Ravens. That his second touchdown tonight. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
They'll run it with Henry. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line, maybe a little winded after that long touchdown run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. This secondary will get a lot of the credit. 3 picks so far. But, Greg, the pass rush has been relentless as well.
Yeah, I think it's super important, Mike, that we point out just how much the pass rush and then the secondary coverage works together. The more that rush gets home, the faster that ball gets out. We can play certain coverages knowing the timing of the quarterback has to be sped up. So often, the teams that are the most successful in this league, Mike, they have the best understanding. When our back end and our front end are working in unison, man, it puts a lot of pressure on not only the quarterback, but the entire offense.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Yellow.
A run up the middle with Pacheco. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. In the pistol, Jackson ready. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. Pistol formation with Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Jackson out of the pistol. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. This is Henry. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. And the big night continues. That last run gives him yardage to put him over 100 for the game. Henry tries to bull his way in. And he's going the wrong way. Dropped back at the 7.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
He'll try a second effort, and he is in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Extra point try now for Tucker. He's got it. And the Ravens will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Chiefs 21. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Hardman now to return it. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Here come the Chiefs and last year's Super Bowl MVP, Patrick Mahomes, for their next drive. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's caught by Edwards-Helaire.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Yes, you have to operate out of the backfield like a traditional running back. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
That's going to be caught by Greg. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. Sky Moore, the intended receiver, and it'll be 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw again. To the left side, caught by Kelce.
It came up a little bit short there on 3rd down, but I think the reality is, Mike, they've been in 4-down territory for a while now. You find yourself down multiple scores. You cannot afford to waste any of these possessions.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's got the first down and more than that. And he will get into the end zone. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, KC. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. And give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
The The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs are able to cut into the deficit. Down 3 scores, and it's late. They're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here trying to get an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
The Ravens offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Henry. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Pistol give to Henry. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
In motion comes Andrews. On 3rd down, Jackson. Taking off. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. That escape ability on display. As you can see, the rushing total now over 100 yards from the quarterback position.
DC, ready?
A give right up the middle to Henry. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. He'll go again here with Henry. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. They'll motion over Flowers. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He gets that to the veteran Aguilar. And the Ravens are going to have themselves a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 7-yard line. Here's a run. And he will score again. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Ravens. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. And making a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value. And so far, this guy's been incredible.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Hardman now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Looking middle, he's got Kelce.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Open man, that's the tight end, Gray. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Right back to the air for Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
There's not a position on the field, Mike, let alone any sport, where the mental side doesn't come in and impact how well you perform. And in this case, when you've thrown 4 interceptions in one game, I think we can all safely assume some of those mental issues have seeped into his game. And if he can't get settled down, he's playing right into the hands of this defense.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Back to throw, Jackson. He's going to keep it himself. Whoa! And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
Wanna quit?
On play action, here's Jackson. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. A pickup of 21 on that connection. Good for a Raven 1st down.
Think back to what they told us during the week, Mike. They said this primetime platform, this is a tremendous opportunity for us to show the entire league and put them on notice. And boy, after this performance, boy, have they ever.
He's taken down just shy of the 10.
And all you can do at this point, Mike, is just really marvel at how well he's been able to run the ball. And throughout the course of the game, they've certainly not been shy in giving it to him. And I think he's held up his side of the bargain.
On 1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. Off the play fake, Jackson. He runs with, and this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Greg, in the end zone again, I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Point after now from Tucker. The kick is good. And the Ravens add on to their already sizable lead.
Chiefs 28. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. Hardman now to return it. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, good night from Kansas City.